What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is another day of testing for Indianapolis Regionals, and today we're going to cover Mew VMAX. Now, we know Mew VMAX does, right? Cross Fusion Strike. You can choose one of your bench Fusion Strike Pokemon. You use it as attack. Your attacks are going to be either Psychic Leap 70. You may shove those Pokemon cards back into your hand. Meloetta Echo does 70 for each Fusion Strike energy attached to all your Pokemon. You have Technoblast, 210. During your next turn, this Pokemon can attack, which means Mew can't attack. And you can maybe use Glistening Droplets, put 5 damage counters on his Pokemon, but this is mostly here for Lesson and Zeal, so you take 20 less damage. So, with this deck, we know Meloetta is good, and Meloetta's Echo makes it where you have a turn 1, like 210, right? Because you can, at least Sparkle, attach a Fusion Strike, hit for 210, right? And that's great. We know Genesect in here because the Fusion Strike system, draw to have as many cards as you have Fusion Strike Pokemon in place. If you have 5 Fusion Strike Pokemon, draw to have 5 cards in your hand. And you can do this for each Genesect in play, right? So that's pretty cool. So that's all the Pokemon. Nothing else in this deck, really. I guess you could maybe include Pumpkaboo. I know some people include Pumpkaboo. But we're playing Oricorio in here just to make it where our Mew VMAX have 330 HP, not 310. This is going to be mostly for, the Malamar decks. If there are Malamar decks, you can take them down that way. But also 310, 330 is just a good number as well. There's probably some of the big numbers as well, too, that can help out with. The big one is Malamar, right? It makes it where it's almost impossible for Malamar to one-shot your Mews, and then you can, Psychic Leap back into your deck or something, whatever you want to. So that's pretty cool. Staples now, Battle VIP Pass, put 2 base Pokemon on your bench. 4 Cram, discard a trainer card, search deck for any card. Escape Rope, both switch their active with their bench. Power Tablet, you do additional 30 damage. Or your Fusion Strike Pokemon do additional 30 damage. 4 Quick Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, quick to find your basics. Ultra Ball, discard 2, find 2 cards. Discard 2, find any Pokemon, sorry. Rotom Phone to manipulate the top card of your deck, so that way Genesect can, Fusion Strike system, draw a card. 2 switch your Genesect out of the active if need be. Also, you can retreat to Mew, because it has free retreat. And then switch back into Mew so you can attack with it again if you did attack with the Genesect attack. We're playing 1 Rose Tower and 2 Training Court. We're playing with 2 Training Court because I am a little bit nervous. Special Energy counter decks like Whimsicott and stuff like that. And so this is going to allow us to get our Psychic Energies back. We are playing 3 Psychic Energies for Fusion and 1 DTE just so we can counter Whimsicott. This deck is going to be kind of a Mew counter deck because if you weren't scared of Whimsicott, you would just play 3 DTE, 4 Fusion, and call it a day. Maybe play more Rose Tower heavy and not 2 training cards. But we play 2 training cards to get back your Psychic Energies and plus to counter Path to the Peak, right? Boss Order 3, Sparkle 3, bring a Pokemon bench deactive, Sparkle, choose 2 Pokemon, attach a Fusion Strike Energy to this Pokemon. We're actually playing 1 Marnie in this deck. That way we can help with the Urshifu matchup. We're going to see if it works or doesn't work. Because putting your opponent at 4 after they build their hand up is pretty good in that matchup. That way they can't go for a real easily Moltres play. So Marnie can't help but disrupt that. Choice Belts, you do additional 30 damage. You have 1 DTE, 4 Fusion Strike, and 3 Psychic. Everything else, it's pretty standard stuff. Like I said, the Marnie you can maybe cut if you don't want to, if you think the Urshifu matchup is just an auto loss, doesn't matter. If you're still scared of Path to the Peak, you may play a 3rd Training Court or 2nd Rose Tower. If you don't think there's not a lot of Whimsicott, you can cut the Psychic Energies and play more DTEs. That's something you could play too. Pumpkaboo could be, like I said, a searchable stadium bump as well if you're scared of Path to the Peak. But yeah, that's the list. The techs are Training Court, Psychic, and the Marnie. We'll see if that works or not. So, yeah, let's see the game in action. Alright, and for those who don't know, what we're doing is Robert Kenny test for regionals. He is playing in Indianapolis this weekend, so we wanted Kenny to play against a bunch of different decks while also recording some videos and stuff. So, our hand is not very good right now. It's Mew, Fusion Strike, and nothing else, which is not good. It's not good. So let's see if Rotom Phone finds us any. So do find an Ultra Ball. So we can Fusion Strike attach to the active. We can Ultra Ball, discard the Sparkle and maybe the Boss Order. And then get a Genesect. I think that's what we're going to end up doing. Yeah, discard these two. Keep the Future Strike Energy. There's no way to get back energies. We'll grab ourselves a Genesect here. And then what we could do is a Rotom Phone. Put a card on top of the deck. Battle VIP Pass. Seems pretty good. That's a pretty cool turn 1 play that you could do here. So our hand turned into something all because of that Ultra Ball top deck. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to see probably double Genesect here just so we can get more Fusion Strike draws. So here we go. Draw number 2. So we get Quick Ball, maybe the Oricorio away. I don't think the Oricorio is needed that much in the RCS matchup. I could be wrong. Not a matchup I've played too much. Let's get the Mew down. We could Rotom Phone or we could hold it. It looks like I think I'm just going to hold it. There's really not too much I'm digging for right now. I'd rather just draw cards. I want to hold. I think I want to hold the Rotom Phone. Or do I play it? I think that's what I'm trying to decide right now. I think holding the Rotom Phone is better. And so now we have Cram to discard Quick Ball if we want to, or we Quick Ball either Cram, or we can just wait a turn. And we'll see what we decide to do here. We are going to play the Rotom Phone. Very interesting. And we're going to put Battle VIP Pass on top. And so I think what I was doing is next turn, we can draw to the Battle VIP Pass, cram away the Battle VIP Pass, and be good to go. So that's a big thing. The Cram can, of course, find us another stadium. If Kenny does get past the peak down, so see a Ultra Ball, discard a Water Energy. Gonna get the RCS V. And RCS V will come down. And does he have maybe a DTE attachment, maybe to the bench RCS? It goes for the RCS first attack to get the energies on the field. It could be something he could do here. And does he not have anything? He could just have a bad hand and not do anything. That's also a probability here. We'll have to wait and see. He hasn't played a supporter card just yet. So we're just looking and making sure we see what's happening. And I imagine if Kenny is not doing anything, his hand must be somewhat bad. At least that's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm going to take a guess. So there's the Melanie. Okay, goes to the bench Arceus. There's the DTE. Path to the peak as well. So very good Melanie from Kenny. And passed. Oh, to our turn. Alright, so we do have the Cram to get rid of the Battle VIP Pass. There's really nothing else we could have really got. And we got lucky. We hit heads. So this is definitely going to find us a stadium card. So we did prize 1. So we have the Rose Tower we could put down. We can go Future Strike Energy. Let's look at a Quick Ball. Now, this is where, like, the math is kind of bad for me, because I haven't played this matchup too much. I don't know if this stuff matters. I don't know how the Choice Belt matters and stuff like that. We could go Fusion Strike Energy to the active, and maybe Choice Belt and dig, number 1. And then Quick Ball for the Meloetta. That's something we could have done. We could have cut the Choice Belt. So, little maybe misplay on my part. But we do hit the boss order. We do hit the Cram. We're going to Rotom Phone first. I don't think any of those cards really matter too much. We're going to get the Quick Ball just to thin the deck. And we're going to Fusion Strike System. We should have went ahead and boss ordered up the Arceus no matter what in this situation. But we'll Quick Ball, discard the Battle VIP and the Quick Ball to find the Mew VMAX. We only played 2 Mew VMAX as well, too. I don't think I covered that in the video topic. So do this. We could boss order the Arceus. We'll Genesect number 2. And we could like thin the hand out a lot. I don't think discarding Meloetta is a good play here that I just did. I shouldn't have done that. I don't think I should have done that. Because if he pings the Meloetta, that could be bad for us. So I don't know why I shouldn't have done that. In hindsight, I shouldn't have done that. So we'll Rotom Phone. Once again, we could probably grab DTE, and then what that allows us to do next turn is if we boss order something up, we can take a knockout on it. We do need to play a Power Tablet to take a knockout. See, this is where if I would attach the Choice Belt, we would have took a knockout. That's from inexperience of me playing Mew. So that could have been a thing we could have done is attach the Choice Belt and gone about it that way, and then we didn't have to burn the Power Tablet. But either way, I think we're okay. We do find a Training Court. We find a boss order on the Kenny's turn. It's not looking good. We do have the DTE top deck. So we can put a DTE and or something next turn, whatever we want to do. But we see Kenny just concede because Kenny must have had a dead hand. So we're already 1-0 in this match. We'll see how games 2 and 3 maybe go. Maybe we'll get that quick 2-0 and, you know, be 2-1 in the series. I think me and Kenny are 1-1 right now. I don't think we're keeping tabs, but maybe something to follow along and to see, you know, how Kenny does with these 5 different decks and how I can pilot 5 different decks. So imagine Kenny will opt to go first. And of course, with me, well, if Kenny does opt to go first, I'm going to get that turn 1 Meloetta, get that Meloetta Echo. I don't know how to say that name. Meloetta Echo. I can't say it. I can never say it correctly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what Kenny does here. Just waiting on Kenny to the invite. I don't know if he was getting a drink or something. But Kenny really didn't have anything. He, Melanie, and then didn't have a good hand. So that's never fun, especially in testing, but it's okay. Look, right now we had one played, 1 win so far. That's what we're talking about. Just built this deck today and already have 1 win with it. But I think Mew is an interesting play right now, just because, you know, the Averys are running around, which is makes it pretty bad for Mew. All the Urshifu's playing Dark is pretty bad as well. Maybe Marnie is enough to overtake the, you know, Moltres. It could be, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. I'm not sold on it, but we'll see. But I think Marnie is an interesting tack to put in Mew right now. So just food for thought. But here we go into game number 2. And like I said, I imagine Kenny will opt to go first. I wouldn't see why he wouldn't. Zora has joined the party. Hello there, Zora. What's up, pets? She said, pet me, Dad. So our hand is pretty interesting. We can start Mew, put down Meloetta. We got the Sparkle. We get the Psychic Energy. So we can at least attack with the Meloetta this turn if we want to. If we want to go for the knockout, well, we actually don't have a guaranteed knockout on the RCs right now. And we do see pass that we can pass into our turns. That's not the best. We do top deck a Power Tablet, which is not really going to find us anything really. So let's see what we decide to do here. We do put down the Genesect. I mean, why not? I feel like it's probably a good answer to say. Yeah, probably should just put down the Genesect. I don't know why we didn't. So 170. I think, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why I didn't put down the Genesect. There's probably some, like, theology I had about putting down the Genesect versus not putting down the Genesect. I don't know what was going through my head at the time. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. So I can't make any promises or any memory of why I did that. So apologize. I can't remember what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. It had to be something. Had to be something in my brain at the time of why I didn't put down the Genesect. Because I thought I might put it down, but I didn't put it down. So, but we do see the RCS. We see the DTE, we see the research, discarding a Palpad, and the Farfetch'd. Okay? We see RCS, Sobble, Kenny is already getting set up. There's a big charm on the active, which, if we do find a VMAX, we can take a knockout. Maybe that's what I was trying to think. Make Kenny think is like, if we top deck the VMAX, we really don't have anything, where in actuality we have the knockout. So that could be something we could be thinking about. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I can't really remember too much. And so we do hit a Choice Belt, so that's not good. So we're going to Choice Belt, Psychic, and just Psychic Leap. I think at this point I just didn't think we were going to win. I guess hypothetically we could have sent in. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't put down the check. There's something that was off my brain just right there. But I think regardless, even if I retreat to the Genesect, Kenny takes the knockout. My eyes are looking around what's Kenny doing? Why is he not taking a knockout? So he only does 180. So maybe we could have put down the Genesect retreat past. I don't know. Maybe I just want to go to game 3. Maybe that's what it really was. Maybe my hand was just so bad, I was like, you know what, I just want to go to game 3. Because, like, we have nothing. And so, maybe that was reasoning behind it. Like, the turn 1 path to the peak got us. Once again, I don't know why I didn't put out Genesect. I don't know why. Unless, like I said, I was just ready to go to game 3 because the hand was, like, just so bad, right? That's probably what it was. I mean, he had, like, Sobble and stuff, and like, he probably could have found a boss order to knock out the Mew, and then we're in trouble anyway. So, like, I don't think it mattered, really. Like, he was going to take a knockout Mew regardless, like, with all those Sobbles down, so. Maybe that was my reasoning. I was like, let's just go to game 3. So. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to remember. But I don't think we need... Okay, I was like, don't put that Meloetta down. Our hand is really good right now. I mean, Meloetta, Genesect, Battle VIP Pass, 2 Genesects. Kenny really can't take a knockout turn 1, and he started with Dunsparce. So we can put everybody down. Battle VIP Pass, fine. 2 Genesects. Yeah, we're looking good right now. Got the turn 1 Fusion Strike system. And yeah, I mean, we get yours done. I don't think we could put down the DT in the active. I don't think there's reason not to put it down. Maybe because if we would attach a DT to Genesect for retreat, remember we only played 1 DT, so we had to be very careful with that. So I imagine that is the reasoning behind it. We could, like I said, we maybe could put the DT in the active, but only playing the 1. Kenny could play like a Fan of Waves or something. So, or boss a Genesect up, and then we don't have the switch in hand. So that could be really bad too. And they receive Marnie. So the hand went from really, really good. Like, we got Mew, we got boss order, we got power tablets, we got everything we need. And now this is our hand. Oh no, we're in trouble. Okay, because man. So, and path to the peak. So he went Marnie path. So we have Marnie ourselves. Now the problem is we can't play Marnie plus Sparkle, or we can't play Marnie plus attached DTE because we know the DT is on the bottom of the deck. But we could still Marnie, shuffle the deck, and go about it that way. So I think there is a debate right now what to do. So we're gonna Marnie. Like I said, we could have maybe like Ultra Ball shuffle the deck up that you see right now. That's something we could have done. So we're probably Ultra Ball, discard the VIP Pass and Quick Ball. Find a Mew VMAX and hold it. We could play it. But is there a reason to play it right now? So we have 1 stadium prized. And yeah, we're just going to pass. So. At least with the Genesects, well, the Genesects actually don't survive anymore because she has a Choice Belt on that Arceus. So Water Energy, Arceus, Scoop Up Net the Dunsparce, Sit Up Arceus, and it's not looking good for us now. It's looking really bad. It's looking really bad. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's looking really bad. If we taught that Cram, at least Cram the Choice Belt. No Rotom Phones either, so that's not good. Man, okay. We see a Quick Ball, probably find another Arceus. So this goes to Farfetch. There's Arceus coming down. Arceus coming down. We'll probably just see a Trinity Nova, get 3 energies on that bench Arceus. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the Choice Belt, he's got a knockout. So, realistically, we probably should have sent up either just kept the Mew in the active or retreat the Mew. I don't think it matters regardless because now we gave him a Genesect. So I think that's a bigger deal in hindsight. But I don't know how much it's going to hurt us, especially if we top deck Cram. So Cram has to flip heads here. And it didn't. So now we're in trouble, right? So we can put down the Mew, retreat to Mew. I mean, we can just put down Mew and pass. It doesn't really matter at this point. It's looking bad, though. It's looking real bad. I don't think evolving to VMAX is a correct play here. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that's probably an incorrect play here. At least it makes it where he has to boss order to take a knockout this turn, which we do see the Drizzile, which probably from the boss order, knock out the Genesect. That's what I would do if I was Kenny. Take away the draw support if it does happen to come up, right? So we see the boss order going to Kenny saying boss order up a Meloetta actually saying, okay, you're not going to be able to one-shot me next turn because I'm going to get rid of your Future Strike play. Which, I mean, in hindsight, we could maybe still take a knockout, but it's not looking good. And looks really bad now. Now, we can retreat to Mew and pass, but now, like, what do we do now? Like, we're in trouble. Path to Peak plus Marnie is such a strong play, and, like, one of the reasons why is Mew struggles, right? And let's see. So Big Charm going to the bench. We can probably see Kenny just swing and just needs one more boss order. We see his Sobble come down. It's not looking good for Mew. Mew got Path to the Peak, and this is one of the downsides of playing Mew right now. It's like a lot of decks are playing Path to the Peak. What do you do about this, right? So we've seen the Arceus V-Star come down. And the bad thing, too, is next turn, let's say we do bump his Stadium. Well, Kenny hasn't played his V-Star power. So Kenny could realistically just win next turn because then he can Starbirth for the 2 cards he needs. So it's not looking good at all. Kenny probably has this wrapped up, unfortunately. We do see a Shady Dealings going into his hand. Maybe he'll hold it. I'm not sure if he'll play it. Okay, so he's going to play it. Let's see. What does he grab here? He could go, well, he discarded a Scoop of Net, so, okay, so Boss Order and Pal Pad. So you get Pal Pad back in the Boss Order, okay, or not, okay. So he grabs Pal Pad. Because now if we have Marnie, we could put Pal Pad and the Boss on the bottom of his deck. And it doesn't matter. Best thing right now is to maybe Boss Order, send up the Arceus. It doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Yeah, we just got Path to the Peak and Marnie, and our hand was bad. I mean, if he didn't Marnie's there, our turn 2 was going to be beautiful. We're going to knock out the Arceus V, take a commanding lead, and probably just, like, that would be enough to win the game. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. You got Path to the Peak plus Marnie. And like I said, it's one of the downsides of playing Path to the Peak, or playing Mew right now. Is this could happen. You just lose. So, yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, Kenny will win. He's now 2-1 over us. But we had some unfortunate draws this game, but it happens. But guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. See you tomorrow for another day of testing for Indianapolis. Alrighty, bye.